A very good evening to one and all. It's another day, another gorgeous evening in the city of Ranchi, where we are going to experience another taste of a terrific contest between the Srachi Rar Bengal Tigers and the Odisha Warriors in match number 5 of the Women's Hockey India League. Coming to you live from the Marangong K. Jaipal Singh AstroTurf Hockey Stadium.
Good evening, Ranchi. It's match number 5. Udita Duhan, captain of Srachi Rar Bengal Tigers. Neha Goyal, captain of Odisha Warriors. Both on my left. We've got both the on-field umpires here as well. They've got the coin. Let's flip it. Udita, टॉस जीत लिया, क्या करना पसंद करेंगे?
Game start.
So Srachi Rar Bengal Tigers have won the toss and they have decided to start the play.
And these two teams will be looking to do much of the same. Good friends, but on either end of the spectrum. We saw Udita and Neha doing a fist pump. But that will be that, as once they have taken tussle so far. Both the teams are in an identical position as far as the win-loss record is concerned, and one will be looking to get the better of the other today. At Glen Turner's women, Jennifer Rizzo starts on goal. There is Grace Stewart, Hannah Cotter and Beauty Dung Dung up front. Vandana Kataria will be the midfield marshal, and Udita and Ashley Hoffman will handle central defensive duties.
For Odisha Warriors, much will depend on what Frika Moyesh is able to deliver up top with Yibi Janssen in midfield. And we also saw Victoria Souza pick up a little bit of an injury yesterday, but she is listed among the substitutes, so she will be participating at some point.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Johar, good evening, and we'll take the cue from Udita, who says, let's play. It is the Odisha Warriors who are pushing from left to right in their orange and blue outfit, and the Srachi Rar Bengal Tigers are kitted in all white, pushing in from right to left in the commentary box. This is Arun Venugopal, and alongside me is the very dapper looking Devayan Sen. A very good evening again.
Thank you. That's a very kind introduction. And both these teams also need to introduce themselves well to this match, because Arun, in many respects, every game in this Hero Hockey India League 25 is anyway a bit of a six-pointer, because you're also picking up 3 points for yourself and you're denting the other teams. We see Warriors have a greater chance of victory, but it's also a six-pointer in the sense of these two teams play each other once again on Sunday. So that's the return fixture, which is not too far away, the next match for both teams. So any dent made today will go a long way towards perhaps winning that match in Rourkela as well. Great opportunity. Lalrem Siami actually was the last player, and she was right by the goal side. That ball went across the face of goal, perhaps took a little bit of a reflection. This second pass, it could easily have come to Lalrem Siami.
And it's quite characteristic of the way the Srachi Rar Bengal Tigers have played for the duration of the tournament. In fact, they have began almost every single game with a blitz, only to taper off a little later. They will be wary of that tip in form, and
the other department both teams will look to improve on from their previous encounters, the PC conversion. We saw Srachi Rar Bengal Tigers in both their matches actually miss out on a lot of great penalty corner opportunities, and we saw much the same last night from Odisha as well.
Beauty Dung Dung takes it along and gives it to Grace Stewart, who in turn earns the very first penalty corner of the match, and a penalty corner that the Srachi Rar Bengal Tigers will embrace with both arms.
This was also the concern for Odisha Warriors yesterday. They had far too many occasions when the defenders were outnumbered by the opposing players, and this is exactly what's happened yet again. Grace Stewart comfortably finding the body.
Roshan Upton is in wait as well. It is Ashley Hoffman who takes a great strike. Unfortunately for her and the side, it's a little off target.
It's actually a great save there by the right kicker. Excellent work from Jennifer Rizzo.
The danger hasn't abated just as yet as the Bengal Tigers look to press on. But the Warriors will have some respite for the moment.
Beg your pardon, Jocelyn Bartram, the goalkeeper on that occasion. Far too close to her right and just enough of get her glove.
Locked in a 1v2 situation. Sushila Chanu looking to close her down.
Odisha Warriors just snatching a little bit at the ball in these early stages. That's something that they'll look to avoid. Deep Grace Ekka in the prior occasion, giving the ball away with a long slap, which went straight to possession for a team in white. And yet again, they've just given the ball away and need to reclaim it quickly.
I like what Lal Rimsiami did on that occasion. She was looking for the give and go, ensured that the ball was passed along to Catherine Mullen, and in fact acted as a decoy as Mullen went for the striking circle. Lal Rimsiami yet again weaving herself past not one but two defenders. She's a slippery customer. Odisha Warriors need to find a semblance of solidity, especially in midfield, because that's exactly where the ball has been lost.
It could happen now. Caitlin Nobbs, of course, winning that free hit, but going off to be substituted. Remember, in hockey, rolling substitutions, endless number of times that you can do that. Helps keep the players fresh.
Wonderfully done on that occasion by Rutuja Pisal. They're trying to play the ball past the defenders. She provided a very impressive feint and tried to outwit the other defenders too.
Couple of Tigers players who are looking to attract the attention of their team to try and get onto the pitch, but just not getting that opportunity.
In fact, for the first time in the last few minutes, they have an opportunity to press higher up the pitch, looking for that deflection, and they have the opening goal. So very often we have seen this, a goal coming against the run of play, and after all the dominance that the Shrachi Rar Bengal Tigers exhibited, it is in fact the Odisha Warriors who opened the account.
Baljeet Kaur, second goal for her in the Hero Hockey India League 2025. And second time, it's a perfect marksman's finish, because she was right there, right in front, in the face of the goalkeeper. The ball comes in and all she does is just guide it in, just pokes it in. That's sensational work from the young player. And absolutely no chance for Jennifer Rizzo, who's a bit too late on it, realizes once the ball has gone past her that she was outfoxed on that occasion. It's interesting you mentioned that there haven't been any penalty corners since the first two, and those were scored in the very first game, in fact, for Odisha Warriors by the incomparable Gibby Janssen. So every team really has struggled to come to terms with their PC conversion since then.
This is where Neha Goyal is so good. Her diminutive presence really lends itself to those crafty dribbles, and that's why she can play a role. Look at how well she has made that off-the-ball moment. Now waiting for that give and go. Neha Goyal all by herself, aided by Rutuja Pisal. Those two have been the most enterprising Warriors players till now.
And something we have always appreciated about Shrachi Rar Bengal Tigers, it's a good defensive unit. The way that they converged on Neha Goyal, surrounded her from three sides, left very little room for her to work with, and were able to win the ball for themselves. And now have an opportunity of their own.
Here's Hannah Cotter, who has had somewhat a muted presence already. Looking at the top goal scorers now, Baljeet Kaur propels herself to the leading goal scorers category. They all have a couple of goals each. Gibby Janssen, of course, would be looking to add to her tally. The Warriors, with the spring in their stride now, are trying to add to the tally.
4 joint top scorers, 2 of them Indians, and 3 of the players belonging to Odisha Warriors. That's good news for them. As this tournament wears on, that will give them a lot of confidence in terms of their sources of goals.
Just a reminder to those of you joining in that each team, each playing 11 in fact, can feature 5 overseas players, which means that it's a healthy, harmonious blend of Indian and international talent. And that's also a challenge, Divine, for a lot of these coaches to get the combination right. The Shrachi Rar Bengal Tigers have a good mix. The Warriors, in fact, make the circle entry. Looking for a penalty corner, they shall not have it.
There's great industry there, going all the way through all by herself. Really playing with a lot of experience and with a lot of confidence at the moment is Anu. And just in case if you're wondering, can teams utilize the loophole of the rolling substitution? No, they can't. They have to have a maximum of 5 foreign players at any one point of time. This is that previous move, just running out of acreage as she made that run. So there's a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 5 foreign players who must be on the pitch at all times.
Jyoti Chatri on the pitch at the moment, has played a pretty important role at the junior level, hails from Odisha. Looking for the circle entry. Neha Goyal tries to take the shot. It's a proper goal mouth scrum over there.
The Shrachirar Bengal Tigers defense really needs to organize itself. That's something that Glenn Turner also seems concerned about. Just making a few unforced errors at the moment. This was a long ball played forward, but striking the foot of Vandana Kataria. And that's why a free hit goes the other way.
Speaking of the overseas complement of players, Shrachirar Bengal Tigers have a very interesting blend of different nationalities. They have a couple of players from the US of A, Ashley Hoffman and Jennifer Ritsu. They also have a couple of Irish women who were a part of the Ireland team that made the finals of the World Cup. Roshon Upton and Katie Mullen.
And we're already seeing it's the foreign players who are making a little bit of a difference. Some of the decisive moments and matches have come from the overseas players. And that's why it's excellent that an Indian player has actually begun the scoring in tonight's match.
I think going by what the coaches have been saying across teams, they do appreciate the fact that the Indian and the overseas talent are complementing each other, and both players are looking to meet the other halfway, and that's played an enormous role in the success of some of these teams here.
Bit of a bumbling tackle, but somehow able to retain her composure was Rosheen Upton.
And they were making a fervent appeal to the umpire, who said no chance. And we inched down to less than a minute in this opening quarter.
They've won for themselves another penalty corner opportunity because an infringement inside the 23-meter area. This time they'll be hoping to do better. Oh, bumbling tackle just on the backside.
And there is also Udita in the second battery. It's a decent injection, but not the cleanest halt. Teams have had a problem with this all along, but the Bengal Tigers have possession. Circle entry has been achieved, but the Warriors will ensure there is no further damage on that occasion. But this was a brilliant cross, looking to play. Anu was the lone forward on that occasion. That counter had all the trappings of a sharp Yannicka Shopman brain.
That was outstanding defending on that occasion, and it was by the goal scorer Baljeet Kaur herself. Just made sure that she made herself big, didn't allow any of these strikers to get any space inside the circle.
And Mahima Chaudhary, who at one point was about to quit hockey. She in fact took up hockey, turned from a judoka to a hockey player. More on that, but the first quarter has petered out, and clearly one of these two teams will be the happier, and that would be Shrachirar Bengal Tigers. That will be the Odisha Warriors. In fact, the Bengal Tigers might have begun the game with a lot of rambunctiousness, but it was the Warriors who scored the opening goal, and at the end of quarter one, the Warriors lead 1-0. And the circle penetrations see the Bengal Tigers stealing a march, but the Odisha Warriors won, Bengal Tigers 0. And that's resulted in Odisha Warriors leading 1-0. And the second quarter is now upon us, and the Odisha Warriors will be looking to continue their dominance in their all-white attire. The Shrachirar Bengal Tigers are pushing from right to left, and the Odisha Warriors are decked up in their bright orange and blue. And the Bengal Tigers are feeling the heat. Udita is flanked by a couple of Warriors forwards, and that's good thinking really to dispossess the captain and find a way to get hold of possession in the opponent's half.
Much greater sense of urgency as they've begun the second quarter.
Circle entry was made, and here's the equalizer. It's come from the stick of Beauty Dang Dang, and that was an absolute beauty as far as finishing is concerned. Right at the start of the second quarter, the Tigers have ensured that they roar back to glory.
It's a fantastic finish, take nothing away from it, but I think it was also quite poor goalkeeping. Really should have stopped this one, just went through her legs. Jocelyn Bartram getting a little bit of a touch onto it as well, perhaps expecting it to come harder. It just comes off the inside of her calf and goes into goal. But that's a lucky break, but it's a good reward because they began on the front foot in the second quarter and they've been instantly rewarded with a great goal from yet another Indian player, Beauty Dangdang.
All it's taken are 43 seconds at the start of the second quarter, and Beauty Dangdang has once again marked herself out as a player of immense caliber. She does hail from an illustrious hockey family with her parents, with her uncle, all playing a pivotal role in Indian hockey.
And a grand uncle who was an absolute legend, Sylvanus Dangdang, former gold medalist as well with the Indian team and at the Moscow Olympics in 1980. But this is game on now, and this is why this is such an important match for both these teams. They know the importance of this, and you can expect the intensity to only go higher from here.
Udita will happily watch the proceedings and not necessarily having to force herself to move up the pitch, at least at the moment.
He's playing with a lot more confidence, lot more purpose, good control in midfield, and that's making a hell of a difference. One can already see that it's Odisha Warriors who are on the back foot. Another penalty corner conceded. Stick check from behind by Yibi Janssen.
Sloppy work from Yibi Janssen, as it is the persistence shown by Lal Ramsiami. She has been peppering the left channel, and that's yielded a penalty corner.
Hoffman as well as Upton on the two batteries.
It's once again the Irish-English duo, Roshan Upton in the battery, in the first battery. But again, the halting hasn't been great, which renders that penalty corner fairly ineffective. Again, the circle entry has been achieved. Backhander. A more shot made in hope and a bit of a prayer from Vandana Kataria. Odisha, my Odia friends, in fact, reliably informed me that we are to term the team Kalinga Lancers. Circle entry yet again for the Bengal Tigers. An opportunity along the far post. They were looking for that player along the second post. Couldn't lay a stick.
There were actually two players waiting, but yet again it was just a little behind Vandana and just didn't give her enough time to adjust her body. But at the moment, the Odisha Warriors defense is in 6s and 7s, and they need to sort out these issues before they are made to pay once again. On this occasion, the ball was played across. To begin with, there was Grace Stewart. Perhaps would have been favourite to get to that. It was far too far for Vandana Kataria.
Vandana Kataria had overrun the ball just a little bit. No penalty corners yet for the Warriors. And again, the awkward bounce of putting paid to the hopes of the player over there to trap. Once again, Vandana Kataria in the thick of things. She's there everywhere. Right, left, centre, she's there at every juncture, and once again has managed to dispossess the ball, looking for the give and go. Circle entry, backhander, off target on that occasion.
Good work yet again. The likes of Mullen, Hannah Cotter, all growing into the game. This was Cotter with that backhanded effort. Not able to put it on target, but definitely Jocelyn Bertram has been the more busy of the two keepers in the second quarter rather.
Odisha Warriors finally gaining some control, having a taste of possession in this quarter, only to lose it.
Just look at the previous chance where it fell very well for Cotter and would have wanted to get it on target at least.
A great reason why her game has improved by leaps and bounds.
This is a good bit of running to begin with from Ashley Hoffman and then helped by Grace Stewart. Much more positive from Shrachirar Bengal Tigers after a spell of pressure.
Both the teams settling for a relatively quieter passage of play at the moment. They do want to rediscover their bearings. They do find themselves deadlocked at 1-1. Baljit Kaur now aiding the midfield.
Odisha Warriors now just looking to make a little bit of a comeback. This quarter thus far has been dominated by the team in white. For the last few minutes, they've managed to put together some decent spells of possession. What they need to do is convert it into something meaningful in the opposing third.
And that's not a bad ploy to try and find Baljit Kaur far along the right. But she needs support, and that support has been provided for the most part by Rutuja Pisal. She's been very impressive, and that's the reason why she has started as one of the 3 forwards. And Yanaka Shopman has been observing the work rate that's been put in by Pisal. A time now for a Bengal Tigers offense. They have been mounting it in good numbers, looking to breach the circle. It's a scramble over there.
It's quite a tumble that the striker took. It was Grace Stewart who started that attack and nearly found her way across to Vandana Patel.
Ishika ensuring that the flanks are switched. 5.5 minutes left. Look at Rutuja Pisal. Her work rate has come all the way down and ensure that Sonika can have a go up front, because Baljeet Kaur has been rotated out for the moment in favor of the fresher legs of Sonika, who's had a bit of a breather herself.
She was given a long pass but just gave up very early. I wonder if perhaps just decided that she didn't have the legs to go across to it. But now here's a chance for the Tigers.
That's a mistake that could prove costly. Hannah caught her on the left. There is Vandana Kataria. It just took a little longer. Bent on a very elongated attempt to outwit the defender on that occasion. It's proven costly.
It's a great bit of defending as well from Jyoti Chhatri. Went all the way with her. Made sure that Kotte had absolutely no room to turn and maneuver. And eventually the ball rolling over the baseline harmlessly. Absolutely smashed the Indian men's team to bits in the final. And really popped the bubble, burst the bubble, because there was so much of optimism about an Indian gold on home soil.
We just saw a couple of placards in the crowd, and it's great to see fan clubs evolving of different players. It's a good switch. A searching ball to Sonika, who keeps it in check. More support coming by way of Jyoti Chhatri. Just going back to the placards in the crowd, we saw a member of the Udita fan club, and there was also enough support for Beauty Dangdang, a local hero.
This has been such an intense battle. No cards as yet in this match, but in fact only one green card which was given at one stage. Oh, that's a tumble inside, but nothing given.
Well, you almost cast the commentator's curse on that occasion. Just looking at the total goals scored, Odisha Warriors and the unbeaten JSW Surma Hockey Club are comfortably leading the pack.
It's a PC against Odisha, na? Odisha ka zyada hai na? It's a PC against Odisha.
And I think the umpires are conferring between themselves, and they're probably taking a look at the number of foreign players out there on the pitch for the Odisha Warriors.
From the look of things, they seem to have adequate number of players, unless there's been a substitution as well. Yes, everybody's moving across to the other side, but what a costly miss that could be.
This is the rule that we were alluding to at the start of the match. At any given time, there can be only 5 foreign players on the pitch, and that, I think the presence of Pillay on that occasion has perhaps been a transgression, the 6th foreign player. And that has led to another penalty corner for the Srachi Raj Bengal Tigers. It will be Udita, in fact, and her shot hasn't really gone where it ought to, but they get the second penalty corner nevertheless.
Gets the foot of the first rusher, Deep Grace Ekka, but just taking very, very long to get that penalty corner going. That's a little bit of a concern from a Srachi Raj Bengal Tigers perspective. Glenn Turner will want them to be more decisive with this attempt.
There is Udita, there is also Roshan Upton. And Udita, it will be yet again much better this time. But Jocelyn Bartram, along with the support of her defenders, has cleared the ball for the time being. Mullen tried to make a fist of that, but now it will be the Warriors who attack on the break. It's a 1v2. They are spread a little thin in the back line, are the Tigers. But the Warriors have not been able to capitalize on it.
It was played all the way up front, and Nisha Varsi did very well to bring it under control, but then was dispossessed. However, Odisha Warriors still have possession of the ball.
Much more enterprising push up front. Claire Colville finding Rutuja Pisal. Both the teams have demonstrated hockey skills of exceptional levels. Yet again, like you were mentioning, Debayan, Lal Ramsiami has been in the thick of action. We have seen quite a few heroes emerge over the course of this game. Catherine Mullen now looking to find a couple of teammates, brought down clumsily just at the top of the circle, and that will be enough for the umpire to adjudicate that it's a penalty corner.
Superb work all along. To begin with from Lal Ramsiami, winning that ball from the midfield, then getting a little bit of support from Mullen, and then her ball playing in beauty, Dung Dung. This little lax from Deep Greseka, who's actually made a few transgressions today. Lucky.
Now going with Marina in battery number 1. There is also Roshan Upton in support. It will be Marina who takes a good swipe but cannot find her mark, and the hooter's gone up just in the nick of time, and they've sought a referral. Drama, more drama.
I think they believe it came off the body of the rusher, but eventually they decide against it, so it is half-time here in Ranchi.
And what an enthralling, what an entertaining opening half this has been. There's been plenty of drama, lots of fouls, half a dozen penalty corners for the Srashira Bengal Tigers. But at halftime, both the teams are deadlocked at 1 goal apiece. Srashira Bengal Tigers have had more circle penetrations and 7-0 as far as penalty corners are concerned. But at halftime, Srashira Bengal Tigers and Odisha Warriors are tied at 1 goal apiece. And we take an eagle-eyed view of the proceedings in the start of the second half, and where once again both the teams will be looking for supremacy. Pressing from right to left in orange and blue are the Odisha Warriors, and the Srashira Bengal Tigers are pressing ahead from left to right in their all-white attire. In the commentary box, this is Arun Venugopal and Debayan Sen.
Positive play yet again from Odisha Warriors. Baljit Kaur winning a free hit just at the edge of the 15-meter.
Circle entry has been accomplished by the Warriors. An opening, an opportunity has been snuffed out, but the Odisha Warriors continue to attack in waves.
That was actually superb defending, because there was a player at the far post. In all likelihood, it was Hannah Cotter.
Grace Stewart making a measured pass there. Circle entry. And there was Hannah Cotter, but the pass was not made.
Yes, sensible officiating today so far on the few occasions that we have seen from Durga Devi on that occasion. Just having a word with both sets of players.
And that's all it takes. More often than not, a quiet talking to is all it takes. You do not need to be trigger happy with the cards.
Such a good bit of defending by Ashley Hoffman, just putting out the fire. There were a number of orange shirts which were converging, but she was cool as a cucumber in taking the ball away.
A nice switch once again to the ever-agile Vandana Kataria, who's threatening to bustle her way into the top of the circle. They still have the ball. This has been a good industrious spell from the Tigers, and Udita is playing the fulcrum at the back.
What a pass. What a superb defense-splitting pass that is. It's opened up the other side of the field with a remarkable amount of ease from Udita.
And watch out for Lal Ramsiami. She's been so good in wriggling herself past defenders. Beauty Dung Dung in company. Circle entry, looking for teammates. Hannah Cotter is also there for support, but the Warriors' defense has done exceptionally well to not just win the ball back, but also to mount a counter of their own. There was a great opportunity for Anu on that occasion.
Yes, good pass to her on the wrong side. Just needed to get a better first touch. The first touch letting her down, taking the ball far too far away from her, and making it quite easy for Sushila Chanu to make the defensive clearance.
Udita gave a great demonstration of her craft, keeping the ball well out of reach of the two forwards. That's the experience that someone like her brings in. And look at what another experienced campaigner Vandana Kataria can do. Jyoti Chhatri has done well to win the ball back for her team.
Absolutely sensational nutmeg, the way that she went past Knobs. But then Jyoti just coming to the aid of her senior partner.
Well, it's been ping pong on the hockey turf at the moment. Both the teams are parading their wares in ample measure. Both the teams giving a great defensive masterclass, like Udita on that occasion.
Exceptional quality from both teams. Yet again, a long ball which was aimed at her forward line, but Ishika Chaudhary is first to it.
And I think as we approach the halfway mark in this women's competition, the JSW Surma Hockey Club, and speaking of similarity, they've been evenly matched, and now Sachi Rar Bengal Tigers looking to run away with possession. There was a terrific run on the right from Vandana Kataria, and the final cross could have spelled trouble for the Warriors.
Actually, it was a good cross as well, but just took a stick along, which took the sting of it, because Katie Mullen was running along that line, and had it been played at that original pace, she would have found herself at the back end of that.
Circle entry for Odisha Warriors on this occasion. Here's the chance. Oh, and botched opportunity on that occasion. Michelle Filet was within striking distance of scoring her team's second goal. Not to be.
Yet again, a defensive clearance right in front, and that leads to a long corner. So great defending, you have to say. Putting that stick in right in.
And both the teams have lived up to the billing.
You think they are both in good form.
Glenn Turner did, in fact, mention that his team seemed in good form at practice, at training. They have been working on their penalty corner conversions, but they would probably want to see greater evidence of that, given that they've had 7 penalty corners and have not converted even one.
This is a good spell of pressure from Odisha Warriors. They've only won a long corner, but just inching in towards the opposition's striking third.
The game has seesawed, really. It's been hard to put a finger on where the momentum has rested. Circle entry yet again. The attack has stemmed a lot from the right for Odisha Warriors. They have been overloading the right flank.
Good bit of defending yet again, just making sure that they stay compact at the back. And then Sushila Chanu using all her experience, just playing that onto the foot of an on-rushing attacker. You never know, you might also get the first shootout. Remember, if the scores stay level, then we will have a shootout, and we will have at least one team walking away with 2 points.
Huda Khan, we haven't seen too much of her in the opening period. Now springs along the right to aid Baljit, and she has come in place of a very hard working Rutuja Pisal. Has put in a lot of hard yards.
Allowing the ball to run out from the baseline leads to a long corner. When they had possession, Sachi Rar Bengal Tigers needed to do more with that player disadvantage that they have. All of them pretty much deep inside their own defensive third now.
And they also have Deep Grace Eka in deep defense as well. It has been a solid wall for the Odisha Warriors, even if a little prone to committing a couple of fouls.
That's deep on so many levels.
Well, we certainly aren't going to expect any shallow play here on the turf. Both these teams have demonstrated a very profound understanding of tactical moves, and they have done their homework. And let's not forget, a lot of these players on either end of the pitch have played so much alongside each other for the national team and elsewhere.
Indeed, even among the foreign players, a lot of them do play a lot of club hockey in places like Great Britain. They play in Netherlands, they play in Belgium. So really no strangers at all on the pitch in terms of all of the 40 players, if you include both the squads.
Indeed, just speaking of the overseas professionals, Roseanne Upton was part of the Irish team that played in the final of the 2018 Women's World Cup. And Catherine Mullen was in fact captain of that side. And another a point that the quizzer in you would appreciate is how academically accomplished a lot of these players are. Catherine Mullen, for example, has a master's in biomedical engineering.
A bit of trivia I love about those two girls. Roisin Upton, born in Limerick. That's one of the best places to be born. And if you want to be born, you want to be born in a place called Limerick.
Are you good at making limericks yourself, Debai?
Definitely not on commentary. You're not getting that here.
He's going to make me pay for that. But what remains to be seen is which team makes the others pay for a transgression or two, because both these teams have not fought. At the start of the fourth quarter, we'll have to wait and watch which team continues to dominate, and it is the Odisha Warriors in orange and blue. And a reminder that the Swachi Rar Bengal Tigers in their all-white attire are definitely not settling for the white flag.
There's been no change in the goalkeeper from the Odisha Warriors side. Jocelyn Bartram is continuing, but Grace O'Hanlon has stepped in at the other end. I just wonder if this match does go to a shootout, which of the two foreign goalkeepers will be preferred, Jennifer Rizzo or Grace O'Hanlon. But still, 15 minutes to go before we start considering that shootout.
Yeah, Jennifer Rizzo has had a slightly indifferent game today. Odisha Warriors now finding their way into the circle through Rutuja Pisal, who's back on the pitch now. A penalty corner is what ensues, but they have asked for a re-look at that, a referral.
That's a really good signal from one to the ball.
Durga, I have advice for you. There was no foot, therefore you can restart with a bully and Tigers keep their referral.
So, Rachel, there is a no foot for the defender, right?
Correct, so we restart with a bully and Tigers keep their
Okay,
referral.
we restart for the bully, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
It looked like the case that the ball didn't strike Sushila Chanu's foot.
And that's the instruction that Durga Devi is relaying. So Rachel Williams has advised them to restart the game with a bully. I love watching bullies personally. It lends an element of theatre. Both these players, again, great friends off the pitch. Neha and Udita have been teammates for the national setup. It is Udita who gives an almighty turn with the ball. Neha Goel has been a live wire in midfield. She has been everywhere, putting in the hard yards. Ishika has come to the party from time to time, but they need to not just contribute in fits and starts. That's been one of the areas of worry as far as the Warriors are concerned. But now, can they bury those goals? And again, it is the captain Neha Goel trying to run circles around the defense, not being able to do that just as yet. There is Sakshi Rana who has come onto the pitch. And squad management in full effect. Both the teams looking to refresh the complement with fresher legs.
What the Tigers need to be wary of is just not getting too cooped up inside their own half, and that's also reflected in those numbers. While they had those circle penetrations, it's been a lot less in the last couple of quarters.
Grace Stewart just looks up and sees Beauty Dung Dung up front. Can she find her? That's the question. She was at least looking for a penalty corner. That didn't materialize as well.
Great defensive screening on that occasion.
And now finds Vandana Kataria up front. She is looking a little harried now, Vandana Kataria. And that was a soft lapse. Potentially by virtue of the work rate that she has put in. Odisha Warriors will not mind that, and they press ahead through Anu, who is cutting in from the right. There is Jyoti Chhatri passing the ball to the captain, Neha Goel.
Free hit in a useful position. They've got Baljit inside the box. Also have a couple of other target players. Michelle Fillet is waiting. Oh, and that's gone into the goal, but it's gone in from outside. Michelle Fillet was not too far away from that ball, but it was quite nicely read by Grace O'Hanlon. It's definitely going just a little scrappy at the moment. A few errors coming in. The team which makes fewer errors will probably win this.
And Yibi Janssen believes her team has a case. They are going for a referral. But before that, Durga Devi has relented and called a penalty corner.
That's a penalty corner for Odisha
And could
Warriors.
this be the game changer? But the umpire's review it seems, has also been sought.
Yes, Udita has actually reviewed. She believes that she was impeded. This actually goes on and strikes Neha on the head.
So it's a penalty corner. Team lose their referral, right? Correct.
Odisha Warriors have not secured too many penalty corner opportunities, so they will relish this. There seems to be Frika Moyes also alongside her, but would it be Yibi Jansen? The injection left a lot to be desired, but Yibi Jansen still slots the ball into the circle. Now on the break is Hannah Cotter all by herself. There is a player up front.
What an entertaining match this is turning out to be. Not the best of penalty corner attempts, but here's a chance now for the Tigers.
They once again stolen possession in the midfield. Lalrem Siami plays it to Hannah Cotter, who makes a brilliant backhander. Shot number 2 will be denied yet again. She had 2 bites at the cherry, first with the tomahawk, then with the forehand, but to no avail. Still with the ball, but they lose it just as soon as I said that.
First shot was an absolute peach, but what a great effort in goal from Jocelyn Bartram as well. She had time, she went for the shot, tried to keep it low and keeps it on her left foot, and then this one takes a little bit of a deflection and we see a flying Bartram.
I must say she really did well to keep her eyes on it. The pace was stifled just a bit thanks to the deflection, but she watched the ball right till the end. Now the Odisha Warriors sprinting ahead with purpose. Brought down was Rutuja Pisal, but no foul, says the umpire. Lalrem Siami showing remarkable stamina, as is the case with the senior pro Vandana Kataria, who's trying to win the ball on the right. Just a little slow on that occasion, and the ball will be won by Nisha. Both the teams have to believe, even as we tick down to under 5 minutes in regulation time. A good ball, good trap shown by an opportunity. Grace Stewart now. She did really well to trap that ferocious slap down the pitch.
You mentioned tiredness a little while ago. That's absolutely visible now. Most of these players are knackered, but here's a chance.
Oh, that was a mistake. Opportunity for Rutuja Pisal. Can she close out the game? Not to be. Denied yet again. Great work from Grace O'Hanlon.
Indeed, a loose ball fell to Rutuja, and she had the best opportunity to put this game away. But Grace O'Hanlon coming off her mark and using her full size, her full reach to snuff out that opportunity. Exceptional goalkeeping.
Well, O'Hanlon wasn't all Grace personified on that occasion, but she did the job, and that's all that it takes. Grace O'Hanlon is renowned for her reflexes. Growing up in Auckland, she has had a taste of multiple sports, including football, and that's come in handy. Less than a minute now. Marina on this occasion, like you were alluding to a little while ago, Devayan. Swashi Rar Bengal Tigers haven't made full use of the substitutions. Now Grace Stewart. She has Vandana Kataria to her left. She looks up. Can she make the cross? Goes to the end of the baseline. Still with the ball is Grace Stewart. Into an action, but yet again, the Odisha Warriors have nullified that threat. Are we going to witness the first shootout in the Women's Hockey India League?
Yet again, probably needed to release the ball earlier. Had opportunity, had space, had Vandana, had another player who was overlapping on the left. Just needed to look up before passing.
Glenn Turner ringing in the changes right at the last minute. Vandana Kataria now veers her way to the left as we are down to under 3 seconds. The penalty shootout now looks impending. It is now a reality. At the end of regulation time, in what's been an even tussle, both the Swachi Rar Bengal Tigers and Odisha Warriors are deadlocked at 1 goal apiece, and we will head into a shootout.
What an incredible 60 minutes of hockey this has been. High octane stuff. Terrific energy from both these sets of players. Lots of passion on display. Unfortunately, only 1 goal apiece, but those numbers tell their own story. 21 circle penetrations, 16 on the other side. Lots and lots of opportunities also, which were not put away by both teams. But Srirachi Rar Bengal Tigers were perhaps the team who had the better of those chances. And if they lose this fire shootout, they'll be kicking themselves. But there's still the small matter of a shootout to go.
So at the end of regulation time, Srirachi Rar Bengal Tigers 1, Odisha Warriors 1. But hang on for the shootout. And she steps forward. She has 8 seconds on the clock. Not the cleanest touch, but she does manage to score. And first blood for the Srirachi Rar Bengal Tigers comes courtesy of the English player. Fiona Crackles has produced the crackling opening goal in the shootout.
Cool as you like, because she gets the goalkeeper to commit. As soon as Bartram started going down to ground, she was second best to it, and an easy put away in the end.
Now it will be Grace O'Hanlon's turn as she squares up against Frika Moyes. Jersey number 15 versus 15 here. Frika Moyes now steps ahead, and she goes the wrong way, but eventually finds a way to score, makes it a cakewalk in the end. Frika Moyes is absolutely ice personified.
That's a great recovery, because for a moment it looked like she had lost control. Grace O'Hanlon pushing her wide to the left and almost looked like it had run out of the baseline, but beautiful skill and cool composure, just the way that she turned it back and tapped it back in. She had enough time, she knew it all the way.
It's the turn of the Srirachi Rar Bengal Tigers. It is Beauty Dangdang who scored a goal in regulation time. Can she add one more? Not to be! Not to be! And the Warriors will celebrate just a little bit. Remember, there's a lot more to play for, but that from Bartram was smart enough.
Absolutely. Bartram has had a good game, and that's the confidence that she puts in. And she's also made up for a lapse in regulation time. It was her mistake which allowed Beauty Dangdang to score. This time, no mistake from her.
And now, an opportunity for Odisha Warriors to go one more goal up. Not to be, she's denied as well. It's Sakshi Rana who cannot put one past the goalkeeper, so it's cancelled out effectively.
It's interesting, every penalty taker or shootout taker thus far has gone to their right, and that's allowed the goalkeepers just that little bit extra. Possibly the tactic, the thinking being that the goalkeeper usually has the stick on the right hand, but it's just becoming predictable.
Lal Ramsiami now. Can she ensure that the Tigers get the lead at least momentarily? Not to be denied the first time, cannot get the ricochet, and the goalkeepers are having a really good time. Jocelyn Bartram putting in a second splendid save.
Bartram is absolutely bossing it currently at the moment. Just the way that she's set herself up and making herself a big target, and Lal Ramsiami just panicking very early in that attempt. This is a great opportunity now for Warriors.
A golden chance now for Sonika. Can she step up to the plate? Under pressure will be Grace O'Hanlon. Sonika strides ahead. She has time on her hands, and this time makes no mistake. Sonika brings to an end a drought of scoring and ensures that the Warriors have the wood on the Tigers.
The crowd loves it, we love it, and Sonika Tandi definitely loves it. And this time, for a change, she goes to the right of the goalkeeper. That's much smarter. Just making sure that you go with what the goalkeeper is doing and then preempt it and do exactly the opposite.
The Tigers have to play catch up. Grace Stewart, replete with experience. Can she make it count for the Bengal Tigers? She will, by virtue of a rip-roaring backhander. Kamath Diyar and Grace Stewart has stepped up to the plate, and how?
Yet again, a bit of a variation. Take it to your left, take it to the backhand. It's a very difficult skill to execute. But if you get it right, very few goalkeepers will be able to stop that. That's exactly what's happened with Grace Stewart.
It's tied at 2 goals apiece, and Caitlin Nobbs now has the job to step up and give her team the lead. She takes her time. Caitlin Nobbs again fancying the right, looking for the backhander. has the opportunity, and she's second time lucky. Keeps her head about herself, and that calm demeanor has manifested in goal number 3 for the Warriors.
There's a big shot coming up after this. Caitlin Nobbs recovering well. Grace O'Hanlon, just because she was down on the floor, that's made it almost impossible to recover. But now they need to score this one.
It will be Hannah Cotter lining up against Jocelyn Bartram. The Trans-Tasman battle is underway. Hannah Cotter gives the fake the first time, weaves the ball around, takes too much time, and has she scored it just in time? Doesn't look like it's the case. And it's the Warriors that have had the wood on the Tigers, and in what's been a thrilling shootout, they complete a victory by the thinnest of margins, and this was the game stealer.
Absolutely. Good work from Jocelyn Bartram. That poke with the stick, that was enough. The 8 seconds had elapsed, and that's why, even though she struck the board, it wasn't enough on the night. And the 2 points belong to the Odisha Warriors. Probably on balance of play, it was the Shrachi Rar Bengal Tigers who had the better of the 60 minutes. But Odisha Warriors hung in there. They took the lead, and eventually they've taken the extra point thanks to the heroics of Jocelyn Bartram of Australia. Terrific goalkeeping from her, allowing only 2 goals to come in for the Shrachi Rar Bengal Tigers.
A recap of the results by virtue of a 3-2 edge in the penalty shootout. The Warriors walk away with a shootout bonus point, and that's all courtesy Jocelyn Bartram, the woman from Western Australia, who's put in 3 saves. Amazing piece of work, and it's a game that went all the way to the wire, and the Warriors managing to clinch a close shootout. And the hero of the occasion is Jocelyn Bartram.